Hello and welcome to the Career Clinic. Today I'm going to give you 6 top tips to help you create a more professional, compelling and impactful CV. So without further ado, let's get started. We all know the executive job market is highly competitive, and unfortunately there's no way for you to control how many candidates are going to apply for your dream role. So let's focus on what you can control, the quality of your application, and in particular how you can create a compelling CV that's going to get you an interview by clearly showing that you're an ideal candidate for the role. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you 6 top tips to help your CV achieve that goal of getting you an interview. So let's get straight into it with tip number 1. Keep it short and succinct. Your CV should be a maximum of 2 pages. Most recruiters and HR managers will only spend a few seconds deciding whether your CV ends up in the yes, no, or maybe pile. So it's essential that you prioritise your relevant skills, experience and achievements, and ensure that the key ones clearly stand out. Importantly, don't fall into the trap of trying to include everything. Think of creating your CV as being similar to preparing a gourmet meal. You wouldn't include every ingredient in the kitchen, so don't attempt to cram all of your knowledge, skills and experience into your CV. Prioritise what's relevant to the application and the role for which you're applying. For example, a temp job that you had 15 years ago isn't going to help a recruiter decide whether you're an ideal candidate for a director level position today. Okay, let's move on to tip number 2. Keep the layout and design simple. Start by breaking your CV into easily identifiable sections with the following headings: professional summary, executive skills, career summary, education and qualifications, and if applicable, awards, memberships and accreditations. References should be listed at the end as being available on request. When you're writing your CV, make sure you avoid long sentences and paragraphs and instead use bullet points to highlight key information. Bright colours and quirky fonts won't help your CV stand out for the right reasons, so keep your colours neutral and your font choice simple. A final point is to avoid shrinking your font size or reducing your line spacing to the point where your CV becomes illegible. Although it's important to keep it concise, no recruiter will thank you if they have to break out the binoculars. Moving on, up next we have tip number 3, which is start strong. Your headline and summary at the top of your CV should catch the recruiter's attention and encourage them to read on. The rest of the document should make them want to call you in for an interview before you're snapped up by a rival company. Use your heading to demonstrate why you're a good fit for the role by including your current job title, providing it's the same or similar to the position for which you're applying. Alternatively, describe yourself as a specialist in the primary area of expertise required by the role. Your heading should also include your location, phone number, and a professional-looking email address. If your personal email still features your nickname, then it's probably time to set up a new Gmail account. Your professional summary should consist of 2 very short paragraphs, maximum 5 lines in total. This is your opportunity to highlight the key strengths, skills and experience that make you perfect for the role. Avoid generic phrases that could apply to anyone and don't really mean anything or add any value. Instead, focus on highlighting your key competitive advantages and what makes you uniquely qualified for the position. For example, this could be an opportunity to highlight your language skills or your many years of international experience. Right, let's move on to tip number 4. Prioritise your key skills and achievements. Sitting neatly under your professional summary, the next section of your CV should be your list of executive skills. These should be limited to 6 to 8 bullet points arranged in 2 columns. Remember the gourmet meal metaphor and prioritise the executive skills that will identify you as an ideal candidate for this specific role. Below your executive skills list, you should place your career summary. Each role should be split into 4 parts. Part 1 is a headline including the organisation name, role title, location and dates. Part 2 is an outline, a 1 to 3 line description of your role, its overall objective and its context within the organisation. Part 3 is key responsibilities, a bullet point list of key responsibilities and duties that showcase relevant skills and knowledge and wherever possible, highlight your positive impact on the organisation. The final part is key achievements, a list of impressive achievements that benefited the organisation and reflect the impact you had in the role. Wherever possible, be sure to include some numbers, KPIs and metrics to quantify and give context to your achievements. A couple of final notes on the career summary. You should provide a greater level of detail and information for more recent roles, gradually decreasing the content as you travel back in time. If there are any really old roles that you feel it's important to include, then maybe just include the headline and outline. Right, on to tip number 5, customize your content. Your CV should be customized for each and every application to ensure it's as focused and aligned as possible with the specific role that you're targeting. You can think of this as adopting a rifle rather than shotgun approach to your applications. Identify keywords and phrases from the job description or advert and include them within your CV, provided that they accurately reflect your skills, knowledge and experience, of course. Remember to focus on what you're going to be able to do for the employer based on what you've achieved in the past. Although it may take time to review and revise your CV for each application, you should find that you're able to start creating templates for different types of roles relatively quickly. I'd also recommend creating a spreadsheet of all the content and bullet points that you could potentially include under each different section of your CV. You can then use that spreadsheet as a library from which you can cut and paste key information that's going to be relevant for each specific role. And so, we've almost arrived at our final tip, but before we do, if you have any helpful tips that I haven't covered, then please share them in the comments section. Also, please like and share this video. There are people in your network who might benefit from some of the content that I've covered today. Right, let's get back to the content and today's final tip. Don't forget the basics. Now, this might seem like an obvious one, but it's amazing how many people press send on their CV when it still contains simple spelling, punctuation, and grammar mistakes. In her book, Resumé Magic, Susan Britton Wickham notes that around 80% of recruiters cited typos, misspelling, and poor grammar as their top pet peeves, so this stuff is important. Fortunately, there's an easy fix: a fresh set of eyes. Ask a trusted and preferably highly literate friend or family member to review your CV, or perhaps ask an executive career coach to give it a once-over. So there we go, 6 top tips that will help you raise your CV game and get you that dream job interview. Number 1, keep it short and succinct. Number 2, keep the layout and design simple. Number 3, start strong. Number 4, prioritize your key skills and achievements. Number 5, customize your content. Number 6, don't forget the basics. Many thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.